Today is June 19th, also known as Juneteenth by many, to celebrate the end of slavery in America every year. But for the first time in more than 10 years, Congress talked about payment or reparations to the descendants of African slaves. Jesse Teneur reports on a renewed push to study the damage done throughout history and what the country could do in the future.
A national reparations policy is a moral, democratic, and economic imperative.
As Black Panthers stood in silence outside, actor Danny Glover joined a panel in front of a House committee to remember his roots, the great-grandson of a former slave who was freed by the Emancipation Proclamation.
Slavery was a crime against humanity, one whose impacts we as a society continue to grapple with today.
Tennessee Congressman Steve Cohen and his colleagues revived a conversation that hasn't happened in Congress in more than a decade. Payments or reparations for descendants of African slaves, African Americans.
It is only this group.
Texas Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee is sponsoring a resolution first introduced 3 decades ago to form a commission to get the process going. A huge crowd lined the walls outside of the hearing to push it forward.
We want the America that we talk about. This is the first step.
Some see the discussion as purely political. Project 21, a Black leadership network, calls reparations a sham that hurts race relations. And on Tuesday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell also voiced his opposition.
We're always a work in progress in this country, but no one currently alive was responsible for that.
Members of the panel fired back.
This rebuttal proffers a strange theory of governance, that American accounts are somehow bound by the lifetime of its generations.
The country has paid other debts, including reparations to Japanese Americans after they were held in internment camps during World War II. Now these Americans argue it's their turn. In Washington, I'm Jesse Teneur.
And Senator McConnell came under attack today because he said electing President Obama could be considered reparations.